Hi there, hope you're all doing well. Today's video is about aubergine. As you can see, this is also called eggplant in some parts, aubergine in some parts, and brinjal in some parts. So basically I'm talking about pruning and hand pollinating the flowers. So let's get started. I have not pruned this plant yet. This is heavily with big bulky leaves. So pruning is an essential part for any plant because we are growing this plant for fruits, not for the leaves. So we don't want these many leaves. Using these shears, I have wiped down the shears with alcohol wipe so that we don't want to spread the disease, just in case, if we are catching any disease on the pruners. So let's get started with the bottom bit. This is heavily dense in the bottom, so I'm just pruning the bottom bits. If you can come down up close, so it's just basically cutting down. We don't need these big leaves. By cleaning up the bottom bits, it makes the plant is not exposed to the soil directly, and we don't have diseases like spider mites. As you can see, this is kind of prone to disease, so we just have to make sure these leaves are all gone so that the plant has good air circulation. And also, if you have any weeds like these, you can pull them out. They take a lot of energy. And then I catch them every time I prune something. I catch them in a pot, so it's not directly to the soil and we are not spreading any disease. So these are the two aubergine plants I have. These are two varieties. This is smaller aubergine and this is the longer one with purple color. So I have mostly taken all the leaves from the bottom and also the big leaves from the top. We only need, some leaves for the plants to make photosynthesis. Apart from that, we don't need those big leaves because we are growing this for fruit. Basically, this is all I did for this plant to make it air circulated, and also I can easily deweed the weeds like this. And I have gathered all the leaves in this pot. Now also pruning, the second part of pruning comes to the plant suckers. Just like tomatoes, we have suckers for this plant too. If you can see, if you can come up close, this is the main stem. They have gone to multiple main stems, but this is the stem. When you have a stem like this and something comes up from the side of the stem, that is sucker. If there are any flowers, because all the energy is taken, even though I can see a small tiny flower here, it's coming up, but I don't want this one. So for that, we need to just take these type of suckers off. Now, if we take all the suckers off, the plant's energy is going to the main stem and focuses on the flowers, making them to fruit. Now, getting on to the pollination bit. As you can see, unlike vines and squashes, these aubergine plants, they don't have separate male flowers and separate female flowers. There's only one flower. The male stamen is here. The yellow part is male stamen, and the green part, which is coming down from the middle, is female part. So we have to gently grab the pollen onto the top of the female part. See, you can see the dust coming off. So that's pollination. The pollination is done. Mostly the pollination is done by the beneficial insects, but we don't want to lose on the flowers, so it's better idea to hand pollinate them. Then you see a healthy flower like this. Coming to the in my plant, there are no clusters of flowers. Like for one bit, you see multiple flowers hanging up. You have to decide whether which ones to go for, like, you know, because if you have multiple flowers and then you want to hand pollinate them, it's not going to happen. If you can decide on one fruit, then you will have a better quality of the fruit and better yield from it. So decide which one you go for. I usually prefer to keep only one flower and target that one to get into fruit. So basically that's all about pruning the aubergine plant and hand pollinating that. So hope you like this video, and if you do, like and subscribe. Thank you. These are the aubergines coming up nicely. There's a tiny little one here.